Making It Matter is brought to you by Burger and Green.
He says, "Dear Bernie,
We never know the impact we'll have on a person.
I first saw you in November 1971. You were 3 years old and lost your family.
The smallest interaction.
I am so happy that God picked me to help you reunite with your family."
Could make the biggest impression.
That is such an adorable picture. Wow.
This photo was taken in 1971.
I know, the striped shirt and the plaid coat.
In a plaid coat.
But 50 years later,
Those curls, oh my goodness.
Bernie, she's the one in the curls, can still recount this day.
I was crying and I said, "I lost my daddy."
It's the day she lost her family in Glosser Brothers.
They had left the store, my dad and the 7 oldest kids. He throws them all back in the car and they head towards Bedford. They still don't realize that the youngest one is not in the car. Tony just was so, made me feel safe until my dad finally came back and realized I wasn't there.
Oh, really?
At Laurel View Village
Here I am.
sits Tony Palm.
That's the municipality for Richland Township that I worked 35 years as a policeman, right there.
A man who loves telling stories.
They stick right in my mind. Yeah,
His son even wrote a book
that's my 5 babies, yes.
outlining all of his memories.
The book really is about my whole life.
His favorite picture
The most favorite one, yes.
is on the front cover.
She was such a delight, and I said a prayer. I said a prayer to God that I don't scare her. I don't want her to be afraid of this uniform or me. I want her to like me and just,
His gentle approach
yeah.
turns a scary moment into comfort, helping Bernie feel safe until she reunites with her family.
I knew I could help her, and I knew God sent me to help her.
For 50 years, both Tony and Bernie are reminded of this day, all because of this picture.
That's an ideal picture.
It sits by Tony's bed at his nursing home,
Across the top it says, "I lost my daddy."
and it's been framed by Bernie since she's been about 18.
Every time I look at those curls and that little face, and then him with that hat.
The two went their separate ways, never thinking they'd see or talk to one another ever again,
I'm the policeman that found you years ago.
until that all changed.
It's so nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
It really, really is. Thank you so much for coming.
Tracked down by Tony's family through social media, Bernie, now 53, and Tony, now 90, meet once again. Although so much time has passed,
50 years gone, that's a long time.
both know exactly when and where they first met.
The whole story is beautiful. You think about it. It turned out nicely, very nice.
What are the chances that like 50 years later, first of all, we found each other,
As Bernie reflects on the reunion,
had goosebumps and like tears in my eyes.
she realizes something.
But it just struck me again how he wrote, "All prayers were answered then and now in this reunion." Does that mean he's been praying?
He's been praying
for
for this reunion to happen.
Yeah.
The impact they've made on one another is something truly beautiful. Think about it. Tony and Bernie had only ever interacted that one day out of their entire life. But that one day meant the world to both of them.